Hello, hello, and welcome to Paint Minis Live. I'm your host, Bill T, and I this one's going to be kind of a bit of a driving stream here, a little bit, but I'm just on my way down to Rogue Robot here in good old Duluth. But I thought I would. I saw that they reopened a little while back, and I thought it would be really cool to go and check them out because that's kind of where I got my start. Anybody who's been around with the show for a while probably knows that that's the genesis story of PML and how I kind of got my start with doing tabletop models. I had done some models previously, like just like a aircraft I did at one point, um, way back when I was like a really young kid. But the I got my start doing tabletop models after exchanging some comic books to this comic book shop that I'm about to head to. And I'm just a little bit behind. So we're going to travel there together and I'm going to do like a tour before I get out of town here. And I think that's going to be kind of fun. So I'm going to go ahead and just make sure I got everything going for my navigation here real quick and we'll get underway. This will give folks some time to kind of trickle in. Should anybody be interested? Um, see if I can kind of sneak the phone in under, like on the dash, in case we hit some bumps. It's about a 10-minute drive to get there. Nothing crazy, but I'm gonna kind of just talk my way through it as we go. A little bit of a mobile stream today. Yeah. So what else can I say about Rogue Robot? Maybe I can do a little reminiscing. That was kind of the point of today's stream. Not only that, but I kind of wanted an excuse to hang out with my family a little while longer. I made just a weekend trip up here to celebrate Father's Day with my family, and I thought, heck, may as well stay an extra couple hours till they open at noon and check them out while I was here. Looks like we got a whole bunch of people coming in. Welcome, welcome. We're on our way to kind of where Paint Minis Live got its start at a comic book shop here in Duluth called Rogue Robot. And so we're on our way there now. It's about like a 10-minute drive to get there, but it's basically the first hobby shop that I kind of went to, and I really enjoyed my time there and like the people that I got started with. I traded in some comic books that I had for Warhammer 40,000 models, and that's kind of where I got my start. What's going on, Mike? Howdy, howdy. Um, but yeah, I got my start painting models there. The we had like in that shop there were two terrain tables that they would do 40K games at, and like when I went there and kind of saw what was going on, I was pretty captivated by that. Like Warhammer 40,000 was the gateway drug for PML, and at least for my tabletop painting stuff. So I started going back to the shop on their painting nights and like meeting with all these really cool people doing Warhammer 40,000. I think some of them had double dipped into a couple of the other games too, like the old world stuff. Um, I'm doing well, Mike. How are you doing? I hope you're doing well on this beautiful Sunday. Uh, Father's Day to any of the fathers watching out there. Um, so yeah, I really got into it, and I had a lot of fun. I met some really cool characters there, and made some friends. Um, it was interesting to kind of like at first I was a little hesitant, kind of unsure. I didn't really know what the community was going to be like, But I think it's true for a lot of game shops out there. Most places are pretty welcoming and friendly places. If you're ever interested in doing anything tabletop or anything part of the hobby, you know, most folks are very welcoming. People who aren't are probably not the best representation of the hobby, in my opinion. And so I had a lot of fun with them. I first picked up a paintbrush and started painting models like kind of on my own. I wasn't, I kind of just watched for a little bit, like a few nights while I was there. Um, I watched them paint and kind of picked up some of the intro tricks on how to thin your paints, how to care for your brushes, how to pick colors that make sense. So that's kind of how I got my start. So the game shop itself, when I was going there, I remember the group that was playing 40K was about eight or nine people strong. So that was uh, that was kind of the clan that was there. I think I think they still have a pretty decent community of folks there. But I know at one point I believe the shop might have shut down for a little bit of time. I think there was I think it wasn't open for like a brief period. It reopened and uh, it looks like, at least the pictures that I've seen, there's been a little bit of a remodel. So I'm excited to see that and to kind of see what they've done to the place. Just kind of check it out a little bit. But is anybody out there having like a good time on Father's Day? Out doing anything special? All right, yeah, yeah, Ali, I kind of try to keep this space focused on kind of hobby stuff. Uh, Appreciate that you want to voice something in the chat about it. I, I just appreciate it. Maybe would refrain. You could be great. Peace. Uh, but yeah, I then started jumping off from doing model painting stuff into like card games too. Remember playing card games there? Played things like Magic the Gathering. I kind of got into for a little while, and I play mainly was it like Commander? I believe the name of the format. I play Commander decks. It's kind of standard. Uh, was the format that I was kind of into at this particular game shop for a while. This was like I think it was like 18-ish was kind of the highlight of the years while I was at this particular game store. So, but it's kind of a golden era for me. I uh, found a nice group of guys that I played board games with like religiously. I'd be doing stuff like at that age. I'd be doing things like uh, go. I'd go to work and get off at like 5 o'clock. I'd go play board games with this group of guys like right after work until like 2 in the morning, and then have an opening shift at 6 a.m. And I'd work through all of that and sleep like a dog for the next like 10 hours. Get up and do it again, kind of thing. Or I was at this game shop. I remember when I was doing this like 10 years ago, or more than 10 years ago at this point. But yeah, when I was kind of in that heyday, I'd call like we'd call into the game shop and ask, "Hey, is there anybody running a game of 40K, or is there any Magic players out there?" And like the staff was totally used to it, but like there'd be a lot of people calling in just to ask, "Hey, is such and such going on right now?" And can I come Can I come by and play pickup games, X, Y, and Z? Are the tables open, and so on and so forth? Um, so that was always kind of fun trying to figure out who's there, and uh, you'd literally phone the shop to find out if you could play a game. It wasn't a huge community back then, but I know since I've left this city in particular, the it started kind of like growing. There's a couple other game shops in the area now. They're all competing, and I think which I think is good. Make sure that nobody really stagnates. But I had a lot of fun with had a lot of fun at Rogue Robot, and I'm excited to see it and kind of reminisce on it with you guys. Especially since now, most of my painting I do at home. I'm in a different city altogether, so I don't really go out to the game shops as much. I do like on Monday nights to go play HeroScape. Uh, some guys, and that's been good. But that's all been pretty recent stuff. Going back to some of these old haunts, it's gonna be fun. I have a feeling I'm gonna spend some money just to support them. I think trying to navigate the cluster of highways to get to the right place. All right, it's a nice day out today. It's kind of hazy with the smoke from the wildfires. Uh, it's about 55 degrees out. Always always nice and cool in Duluth here. Now we're messing around with downtown traffic. It cost me armies to go back to old haunts. Okay, yeah, I see what you're saying. Yeah, it would cost you the equivalent of trying to buy an army to go back to some of the old haunts you were at. Okay, yeah, yeah, I hear you. That's partially the reason why I'm doing this. I seldom get the chance to show up here, and I wanted to do it. Right. Well, I'm gonna go check this out here. I'll bring you guys with me. Let's see if I can flip the. All right. Right. Okay. So here we are. Grab the keys. I hope they're open. They be closed for the holiday. They said they were open on Google, so we're gonna check it out. Oh, they are open. Okay, cool. We get to go. We get to go check it out. All right. I'm just gonna keep it on me for now. So we'll see. See Monday, Tuesday. Okay, cool. Right. Wow, what a blast from the past. All right, let's see. How do I flip the camera? Hey, how's it going? It's going good. It's going good. Sure thing. Oh yeah, I remember walking in here, uh, like, yeah, 18 years old. That was the first time I came to Rogue Robot. Man, holy, they've totally expanded this. I remember this whole shelf is full of 40K stuff now. I remember when I first came in the shop, there was just like one kind of shelf here, and there were, like a couple boxes of Space Marine guys, a couple boxes of Chaos. Um, yeah, they've really expanded now. This is cool. And then they've got kind of over here some more comic book stuff at the shop here. Wow, they have really, really redone some things. And then, yeah, their kind of mainstay comic book collection stuff, DC titles. Um, and then, yeah, this was the space guys. This is it. Check this out. They've really redone. Looks like they've got a Lorcana tournament going on later. Okay, but yeah, this was where I would spend far too many hours. Oh, cool! They got some minis over here. Looks like some people have their armies locked up so that they can kind of pick them up. Painted by Ryan Fleming. All right, Ryan knows how to. Those are some cool like Dark Angels and stuff. Really cool. Yeah, they're really. Hey, what's going on, RPG Grandma? We're at my old haunt here at Rogue Robot Games and Comics. This is where I literally got my start. Oh yeah, I remember playing on these boards. Like this one thing, so you can play your like Imperial Guard dudes. Um, they've got like some snow maps. It looks like too. These, I this was like the tables to be at right here. This is the place to be. They've got all their cool like terrain. I think a lot of this has just been community stuff that has been painted up by community members and such. But yeah, they've got all the good stuff. Like some Eldar gate things. Just a whole mess of terrain for your 40K goodness. All right. So I got to take a gander. I remember like a long time ago. I wonder if it's still back here. Oh yeah, here you go. All the paint night stuff. So they had like little mugs to get uh your water. There's like that way, but yes, it is a nice little store. Um, so they've got like collectible collectible things. All right. So let's see. Now I've got to like figure out what to pick up. Got some like D&D stuff over here. Oh, those are more board games. We got like a whole. They've got like a whole wall of D&D minis, and I'm kind of salivating at it. Okay. All right. I got to focus. We got to pick out something for 40K because I held the poll on Discord the other day. I got to pick up something for 40K. I want to go like Ultramarines. I have some Chaos bits that I'm gonna like try and convert them to. Like Primaris. These guys are like jump pack dudes. Um, if you have any suggestions, let me know. That looks kind of cool. Like dudes with flamethrowers. Hmm. Yeah. Oh, those are kind of ridiculous. The Desolation Squad. Hmm. I don't know. hard to pick. So many Space Marine goodnesses going on. Is this the new? Yeah, these are the new like intercessor squads, right? Okay, those are pretty cool. Stern Guard veterans. Okay, well that's that's pretty cool. We also have Terminators. Hmm. What to pick? What to pick? I like me some Terminators, but I don't know if I really want to go after Terminators. Hmm. I don't know. I think I might just have to go with these guys. This veteran squad looks really cool. Let's see if I can get it in the light. I might have to pick this up. There we go. Yeah. These guys might do it for some Warhammer 40,000. I want to like convert these Ultramarines into like, oh, they're pretty cool, but they're veterans. Why would they turn to chaos? We need something that'll turn to chaos. Uh, let's get the intercessors, I think. Right. Okay. I think that'll do it. So it's a pretty cool store though. Pretty cool store. I don't think there's much else to kind of gander at, but I thought I would kind of bring you guys to where PML kind of all got its start and show you around a little bit. Um, I think I'm probably gonna go ahead and check out with this box of Space Marines here, and hit the road on the way back down to the cities, and so that I can get back into the paint studio. We have what do we got on the docket? The Shadow Guard for Dungeon Minister, the second half of our project left to do. So um, yeah, I hope to see everybody there. And thanks for tuning in. Like I said, I'm gonna go check out here and talk to you guys real soon. All right, bye bye.